The founding of Pennsylvania, a cornerstone in American history, is a tale of vision, freedom and perseverance. In 1681, King Charles II granted William Penn the land that would become Pennsylvania as a repayment of a debt owed to his father. Penn, a Quaker of Welsh descent, envisioned a place where individuals could practice their faith and traditions without persecution, a radical idea in an age of intolerance and control. William Penn established Pennsylvania as a haven for the Quakers, a Christian group that believed in equality, freedom, moderation, and a personal connection to the divine. Pennsylvania became a melting pot of cultures and religions, attracting not only British Quakers but also German, Dutch and Irish settlers, among others. This benevolent approach reflected Penn's vision of a society based on mutual respect, moderation and cooperation. Pennsylvania was instrumental in the early history of the United States, serving as a vibrant backdrop for key events that would shape the nation. It hosted the Continental Congresses, where leaders gathered to deliberate on their quest for independence, and it was the site of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, a bold proclamation of freedom and self-governance. Furthermore, Pennsylvania was the birthplace of the American Constitution, perhaps one of the most important documents ever penned, pardon the pun. Meticulously crafted by the visionary thinkers who gathered there, this foundational document not only outlined the framework of the government but also embodied the Quaker ideals that guided William Penn in establishing the settlement, emphasising principles of equality, justice and peace, principles that continue to resonate today. William Penn, deeply enamoured with Wales's rich culture and history, had a profound appreciation for the Welsh language. This passion influenced his vision for the new settlement in America, leading him to consider naming what was to become Pennsylvania as New Wales, thus reflecting his desire to honour the land of his ancestors. Indeed, many place names and areas of Pennsylvania, particularly in its capital, Philadelphia, still hold Welsh titles to this day. It is said that the name Pennsylvania, thought to mean Penn's Wood, was chosen in honour of Penn's father, Admiral Sir William Penn. The prefix Penn is thought to relate to the surname of the great man, while the suffix Sylvan is said to stem from the Latin term for a wood or a forest. However, with its important history and long legacy as a founding state of America and its deep historical connection to Wales and the Welsh language, a Welsh interpretation of its name may be more fitting for the great foundational state. In Welsh, the word pen means head and relates to the top, head or pinnacle of a thing. It is often used to denote a mountain top, hilltop or prominence. But this well-known Welsh term also relates to the head of a group, clan or society. It is associated with the idea of leadership and kingship. The famous Welsh word Pendragon is a prime example of this. Closely connected to King Arthur and the Arthurian legend, a Pendragon is a head lord, a head chief, or, my favourite interpretation, the head prophet. We can see here how the Welsh prefix pen fits perfectly with both the ideal and the history of the great state of Pennsylvania. The Welsh term Sylvan is also worthy of examination. As the suffix and concluding part of the word, it again fits the historical and geographic origins of Pennsylvania. In Welsh, Sylvan means a foundation stone. It is a compound word made from the prefix syl or sale, meaning a seed or a foundation, and the suffix fan or fine, meaning stone. This interpretation makes perfect sense, with the state's long Welsh history and august reputation as a foundation for the country as we know it today. If we add the Welsh word pen or head to the suffix Sylvan, we get the idea of a head foundation stone. And Pennsylvania was, and still is, the head foundation stone of the United States of America. This wonderful connection between the founding of the United States and the Old Welsh dialect may hint at a deeper, older and more intriguing interplay between the Welsh people and the great continent across the Atlantic. This old yet little mentioned connection will be explored in greater depth in some of my later videos on the Arwen Spring YouTube channel. Pennsylvania's rich history is a story of people from different traditions joining forces to create a community that cherishes tradition, freedom, tolerance, free speech, moderation, and democracy. The legacy of its founding continues to shape the principles and policies of the United States today, and long may it continue.